Good day and thanks for tuning in and watching Your TV Halton, which is truly local television. My name is Mike Cluett and you are watching the award-winning program of Local Matters. It's an award that we give ourselves every once in a while. People are giving awards and taking awards. Let's take some awards from this. But thanks for tuning in. Local Matters is a great program talking about things that are happening in Halton Hills, Milton, in the North Halton area. And, we all look outside the window these days and it's been a little snowy and a little cold, and we'll get to that. But there seems to be this affliction that's happened up in Halton Hills in the Acton area, and it's causing people to change their appearance. I don't know. It's
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What in the world is that?
Is there something that's happening?
Your nose seems to be a little bit... It's happened to me too. Whoop.
There we go. Oh no!
My nose is a bit too big. Sorry about that, folks. Well, it's Red Nose Day that's coming up.
You might call that a segue, but that was clearly, just an intentional one to do that. So it is Red Nose Day, and for some of you who'll be seeing this after Red Nose Day, which is February 6th, Red Nose Day was started in Acton, Ontario, in, you ready for this, Mike? 1992.
Wow.
By the late Jack Carpenter, as a way to brighten up dull days of February. Well, we're filming this one in January, and we could probably just wear these red noses every day right now, but let's go with February 6th, okay? This is going to be the Red Nose Day. Our great producer, Chris, you're going to be putting up some pictures there, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about Red Nose Day. So following the death of Jack in January of 2023, Acton Optical took up the task of restarting Red Nose Day in honor of Jack and to help raise money for the community. So each red nose at $2 goes to support the Townsend Smith Foundation for the much anticipated new hospice coming here in North Halton. And it's an opportunity to keep Jack's legacy alive while putting some smiles on faces of everyone. So you're going to see some pictures of the red nose. You know what? Get a red nose yourself. Go up to Acton Optical. Go on and say hi to these great people. They've got the red noses there, $2 each. It goes to the new hospice coming in North Halton, and wear your red nose and lighten up.
Well, that's when you going out and about in the town. It's walking. Just look at just put a smile on everybody's face there. I'm just trying to see if I can keep mine on there. My nose may be a little bit big. I may need to get a bigger nose for me, but. Again, when you see that red nose on your face, it puts a smile on your face. Obviously, we can look outside, look at this with the weather. It's getting colder, it's getting snowy, and people's moods are a little bit down, and that's why, seasonal affective disorder and such, and people have been inside. There's just so much stuff going on. You need to laugh every once in a while, and these red noses put on there, and it's so great to see that this legacy is continuing. Jack over the years has been a huge community member, and thanks to Acton Optical for this, to continuing on, and obviously supporting the Townsend Smith Foundation. But it's just great. Keep everybody smiling and laughing.
Exactly. And now that you have your own red nose and you're going to be able to wear it in Milton, this could become contagious. So we're all over this.
It's the affliction that's contagious, where everybody who starts walking around with a red nose, because it's a great conversation starter.
And it worked.
What the heck is happening to your nose? Yeah. But get out there, like I said, and support it's Red Nose Day. It's February 6th. But try to keep that spirit alive throughout the winter, because again, we see the snow that's fallen. The temperatures are getting colder, and which kind of segues a little bit to our first major topic of the day, and that's snow removal. We've seen a lot of snow over the last little bit in Halton Hills. Milton got around 10-15 centimeters of snow in that last little blast. I know further up north you guys got a little bit more than we did, and that means snow on the roads. That means we all have to obviously be careful while we're driving, and we have to be attentive to our properties, shoveling driveways and sidewalks. I know in some cases, I don't know if you have sidewalk snow removal up north.
We even have sidewalks now.
You have sidewalks?
We have sidewalks.
Yeah, very good.
And yes, we do have some removal.
We do have sidewalk snow removal as well, but it doesn't happen all the time. But you are still responsible for your sidewalk that's in front of your house to have all that cleared. So I thought we can do a little snow 101, snow management 101, just to sort of answer a lot of questions I know that people have. as the snow was falling, the one I kind of joked and said, went to my local Facebook groups and went 3, 2, 1, and all of a sudden you can hear, why isn't my street being plowed? When are the streets going to be plowed? Why are the roads within? And then people complaining about the speed, I guess, of snow removal. So a little bit of 101 from our councillor here is to sort of explain the process of how snow gets cleared in Halton.
Well, this year is a little unusual. We started in December, it never went away. Most years we get a little bit of snow before Christmas, we're hoping for a white Christmas, and then the snow happens after that. This year our guys have not had a break. We've had snow on top of snow. At the time that we're recording this, we're anticipating another 20 to 30 centimeters coming in on the Sunday of the time that we're recording this. There's no place to put it, and I got an opportunity last winter to ride in one of the snow plows. It is not easy because the guys, their visibility is not great from that height, and when there's cars parked in the road, they've got to go around them. So yeah, when the complaints come that the snow removal's not right up to the edge, we need to get some of these cars off the roadways, into the driveways, into the garages. That's a tough one, but driving down here this morning, Mike, we had a lot of conditions. We had blowing snow, we had sunshine coming up, and we had driving that, well, let's put it this way, and courtesy was not the first word that I thought about this morning with the driving. And so it's on all of us. I honestly believe that our team in Halton Hills is doing a tremendous job, but they're not going to be able to get to every road immediately. They have to do the main roads. Then the ulterior roads, the secondary roads. The sidewalks, as you mentioned, are done on the main roads and the roads that are attached to main roads.
Right.
Sometimes it's really slow, but that's Mother Nature doing her job, and sometimes it takes a long time just to be able to get these guys out on the road.
Well, they usually the roads, the management, the snow management usually does a really good job once the snowstorm starts, but they have to wait till a certain amount has been accumulated before doing that. So people say, well, I haven't seen it plowed on the road yet. Well, the snow just started, and it's usually 1 to 2 centimeters of snow of accumulation before they go out there. And as you mentioned, there's a hierarchy of how they plow, and they plow the main roads first, like regional roads, the main roads. Those are the ones that get done first. And then you have your secondary roads, then your arterial roads, and then the residentials are usually the ones that are done at the last, sort of in the hierarchy of snow removal. So it does take some time in order to do that, and it just seems that every single year, whenever we get when we get a snowfall, the minor ones aren't too bad, but when we get a major snowfall, and we live in Canada, we're going to get major snow every once in a while. And again, as we've seen it, it's still out there on the roads and on the side of the roads, and we're expecting some coming up. But I know our weather report isn't as accurate right away because it's coming up this weekend. But we're going to be dealing with it, and again with lower temperatures, the winds are going to be blowing a little bit more. Patience is the first thing that I always, I got a couple of calls this weekend because being a former counselor, people still have me on speed dial. And I just try to explain, I said, you need a little bit of patience. You need to make sure that you keep your cars off the road. That's the key part, because so the plows can come by. So you're not left with little drifts on the street and blocking people in. And again, the other part is make sure your driveway is clear, make sure your sidewalks are clear. And the other thing that seems to get overlooked is the fire hydrants.
Yes. You
have to make sure that you keep fire hydrants as clear as possible for any kind of fire or emergency. And it seems, it's easy to put the snow up on there, and as the fire hydrants get covered in snow, it could cause some damage, or cause if there's an emergency situation, precious seconds. So make sure, clear off. If you have a fire hydrant near your property, make sure it's cleared off. Drains on the side of the road is another thing that's really important, and the vents on the outside of your house with the exhaust, with your heat, exhaust pipes, make sure those are cleared off as well, to avoid any snow compiling on top of that and causing issues within your home. So I totally agree with you. think our snow removal staff in North Halton, in the Halton region in general, does an extensive job and an exceptional job to make sure that the roads are cleared. They're doing the best they can, and all we need to do is just sort of have a little patience, that Guns N' Roses song, just a little bit of patience to deal with the snow, and it'll happen. And by usually 24 hours after the end of the snowfall, that's when you start seeing the plows out in full force, residential streets being done. So it does take some time. So to all the people who jump on Facebook or call their counselors, just keep that in mind a little bit when you're calling and yelling at them for the snow. Poor Ron. To make sure that they understand, people have an understanding of how to deal with this. We're all dealing with this together. And my favorite line was, "My road's not plowed yet, or my street's not plowed yet." While talking to them, take a picture of my street, because I live on a little quiet street. I'm out of the priorities of A to F, I think we're G when it comes to snow removal. So it takes a while for me to even get out of my driveway.
And then once we're done with the snow, Mageddon, and the snow removal, then we're into a new season. It's called pothole season.
Potholes.
So later on we'll be able to talk about those ones, but first we got to get through the snowmageddon, and then we go to potholes and then weed control. So these are the usual letters that I'll get, but I'm more than happy. Anybody who wants to send me letters on that, I'm more than happy to be able to read them and be able to respond to you on those.
Yeah, and you made the great little analogy there. How the seasons go. It's snow, it's parking, potholes, and weeds and dandelions. So we can all wait for weeds and dandelions. That's when we know that spring and summer are here. So we'll look forward to that. But again, you can always go to the town websites, haltonhills.ca, milton.ca, and look under snow. And I know Milton has a tracker, a plow tracker that they've put back up, so you can sort of follow. It's not exact. It's not something in real time, but it does give you updates on what streets have been plowed, how often they've been plowed, and when you can sort of follow along and when to expect your streets to be plowed. So go to our websites, haltonhills.ca, go to milton.ca, and if you don't get any answers there, you can contact your counselor. So everybody in North Halton can contact Councillor Ron Norris. How about that?
I'm going to be
like
busy.
that?
I'm going to be busy.
Going to be busy.
Yeah.
And we'll be busy because we're coming right back after these messages. We're going to talk about the Milton Walk of Fame and talk about a little bit about an update on the waste management changes that have happened here in Halton Region. So you're watching Local Matters with Mike Cluitt and Ron Norris, and we'll be back right after these messages.